Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today it's Monday, so we gotta do the invasion teams, high, mid, and low, and the weekly preview, the Soulforge, the event key drop table, the Glory Shop, the Epic Trials, PvP. But I'm running late, so I'm a little bit behind here. I gotta fill out all this crap for the stream. So I'll put chapters so you can skip this part. I got a thumbnail for once. Just gotta put it on here. Sorry, no reminder stream today. Like, my computer was acting up. You know, I don't know. I had a horrible day yesterday, by the way. I'm hoping for a better one today. Let's go. Come on. Save. Alright, playlists. So we got Invasion this week. I think we have like a faction this weekend, right? They did put out a calendar. Do you know how I feel about the calendar? I think Terran's World is way better than the calendar, but the calendar does hold the devs more accountable, and that's my favorite thing about it. I don't think it gives you super duper good information, and it's not presented very well, but the fact that they are putting it out is the best part. So I don't know if we're going to go over that or not. I have no tags. This is going to be great. And I did no reminder. But it is Monday, so hopefully people are interested. It's probably the day with the highest interest for Gems of War. The Monday stream. Alright, I think I got everything set up. Let me jump into the chat. I see Lester, I see James, I see Pizza Time, I see Mike. Wow, what a collection of people there. Let's jump into the chat and quit being annoying so people won't run away. Quit singing, you idiot. Why are you still singing? You're stupid. Alright. Because I am stalling, that's why. Let's see, what's going on? We got long overdue. But we're going to do invasion teams first, so don't worry. That's what I always do. Whatever the guild event is for the week, I throw up the teams as soon as possible. Regurgitate them onto the screen. I make the teams too. It's a stream where I make the teams. I don't just pop up with teams. I have to make them live. Which is cool and different, I feel. We are different. We're free to play and we build the teams live. I don't have them ready to go. I can't find my own channel, which is sweet. That means it's not easy for other people to find it. Cool. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I will acknowledge you in a second. Alright, what do we got here? Got Lester first, then Mike, then Sauna, then Supernova, then Pizza Time, then James. We got Rydia. Singing makes the sanity. You think, like, if somebody's singing, does it make them more or less sane? Are they crazy? Are you crazy, bro? There is a Mythic in the Soulforge that I'm excited for because it's the first time for free to play, but we'll go over that in a little bit. Not too long from now. But first thing, I'm going to go to my mail. I'm going to grab, you know, some resources here from my guild. And then I got to go to the Glory Shop and grab that just in case it's useful, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Ooh, nice, a verse. You got to buy those. I don't care who you are, you got to buy those. Let's grab the Glory Shop troop just in case, and this so I don't forget. These are things you do when you fire up the game on a Monday. We gotta make sure, just in case, even though I know this guy sucks. So we have access to everything. Alright, here we go. Sauna with the gifted, coming out strong, thank you so much. We are over a week into April, and that definitely helps a bunch. So shout out to Sauna. It went to Arrow Stormforge. That is a person that we know about. Alright, the shop. I think for Invasion, it's one of the events where you want to have multiples of the troop, most likely. I don't know about... You definitely want to buy up to the weapon, so that's the first thing. Just buy up to the weapon. Remember, it always depends where you're at in the game, of course, like always. But most people are going to buy up to the weapon. Let's do that first. Because now's the best time to get it, whether it's useful or not. And most of the time, well, this one isn't useful, so this is not going to be a good example, but it's going to be more difficult to get it going forward, and you're going to buy, like, with all the new rewards in the shop and everything, and having to go further, it's just good etiquette to buy up to the weapon for your guild. And it's just good for your account anyway. Alright, so... am I going to get... how many copies do I got? I got one. I think I'm going to get multiples just in case, but I don't know if you have to in this one. There might be other tower killers. That's the first thing you want to think of. Like, on these invasions and raids, we've done them so many times that sometimes they overlap and there's other tower killers, other raid boss killers that will work as a second and third, not as a first. You don't want to, like, only use them because this guy has double magic, double points. You have to use them, so you can't, like, replace this guy with the other ones, but they can supplement. But, you know. Neo's here. Alright, I better put a chapter in that I'm starting the invasion. Invasion start. What do we got? 6 minutes or so? That's pretty quick. I'm trying to go fast today, because I started late. And it's Monday, which is horrible for me. I have so much stuff to do today. Well, not as much. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I got all out of my work done last night, so... yeah, I think I'm going to buy a Tier 5, right? No, Tier 4. I already bought it. Okay. So, let's make the teams. High, mid, and low. Early, you kind of want to go fast. We might make 4 teams. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Anita! James says you let all that crazy out, bro, before it turns... Yeah. Friday Mythic? Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Mark says I finally found you. We're playing hide and seek. What up, Chad? Thank you so much, bro. Running out there with Sana. Alright, what do we have? We got constructs. Okay. So early you kind of want to just blaze through and make it to where there's 4 towers. But you have to use the tower killer, so let's throw him on there. Let's get him, like, ascended and everything. Where's he at? Who was he? What was he? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear? I think it's this guy. Do I wanna... I think I wanna orb him? That way I have multiple copies? I was gonna do it. I have so many orbs, I don't even care. You guys can be more careful if you want. I'm gonna do that. I can have multiple copies if I want them. Which I may or may not need. Alright, he's fully leveled. Fully traded. Alright. Ooh, we got Gargoyle for low-level players. Alright, quick and high level. Let's access to everything. What about weapons? We got every weapon? Got every weapon. Something to keep in mind. Ironhawk, no. Mithrilion, no. Fountain of Stars, no. Ares, no. Colossus, no. Lord of Slaughter, maybe later. Chernabog is a good mana generator. Draconic Sentinel. What about Dragonstone Guardian? Wonder how long that would help us quickly through. What about Obsidian Axis? Which one hits harder? 54? 52? Could make a little fun team to start with. He uses the same colors as Geo. What about this? You hit all enemies. What do you make? A Starstorm? We could Empress the Obsidian Axis early. This isn't the actual team. I'm just trying to make a team to get us deeper in real quick. Gargoyle would be cool if you're lower level. Pandalista would be cool if you're lower level. To help you in the early battles. I might just go double Obsidian Axis for a minute. You got Ferocity, Cunning, Defiance. You got all of them. That's good. This is a great one for low-level players. Like, this Invasion's the easiest event in the game, and then you have so many good things for low levels. Gargoyle you can get in the underworld. Guardians you can get from just being in a guild. Like, this is the low-level players' easiest event ever. We got Chalcedony, but I don't know. We want to use her. She's nerfed. I did see the news that they nerfed the Journey Troop, but that was expected. That was a mistake. That wasn't like a nerf. That was more of them fixing their mistake. About to just go double Obsidian Axis, maybe, for a little bit. And then we need a weapon, maybe just a wand. Wand it up. Then do we want you in first slot early? Yay or nay? I think I'm gonna put you at the bottom for now. You do that. Class. We get a whole bunch of brown, but we're Geomancer. So we get 50% start everything, right? Banner brown, purple. Minus green. I think I'm going to go with this for the early battles. So we got our dude. And this would work as a mid-level team for later, maybe, too. Did I do anything wrong? Am I forgetting anything? Because sometimes I forget stuff. But we got the guy. That's the main thing. I think we're looking okay. It's just to get through the early battles here. Rydia says there's no caboose emoji, so I'll just hook up to the car. Yo, Brian, thanks for the 2. Helps a lot. That's that train business. Anita with the gifted. Went to Ricardo. Never heard of that person, but hey. Alright, here we go. See if I got the right medals on. No. I need a 3 Nisha. When everything is starting with 50% mana, you do not need an Anu. You can't stack it like that. You might as well go all Nisha. Nisha. Look at this. Get out of here. Let's get to some towers. So I'd call this fast early. We'll have high, we'll have mid, we'll have low, but this is called fast early. Get yourself to some towers. You don't have to build like a Lord of Slaughter, like triple. Just get through, keep going until this stops working, and then switch your team. I don't know how long it's gonna work. We got 2 of them though, and I will show other teams once we get to some towers. I'll show some other teams. There's no point right now. Most people, when they're making pre-recorded videos, will get through this stuff first, and then show you the teams when they're actually on the towers. Pizza time, hit like. What do you like on your pizza, pizza time? What's your favorite pizza? I like bacon. Sometimes, it depends. Some places don't have that good of a bacon. I don't know how you screw up bacon. Sometimes the pizza place knows how to screw up bacon. Like, how the heck did you do that? It's like either all floppy, or like it's a bunch of fat. I know like bacon is fat, but it's just like too much. Somehow they screw it up. Even though it's really hard to screw up bacon. What up, Alan? Maybe it's better if I don't do a reminder. Holy cow. Maybe that reminder just confuses people. Alright, we're still one-shotting with Obsidian Axis. I almost want to see just how far this would go. But I can't do 2, like I can't use all my sigils. We gotta do some other teams for other people, but I don't think we're in any danger of that yet. Come on. Yeah, get out of here. Blazing through. Why would you do anything else when you can do this? Come on. Woo! So we'll call this fast early. I'm gonna put it with the invasion start. Fast early team. And Obsidiaxis is a faction underworld troop that isn't so hard to get and is more of a low/mid level troop. Like with the way I do things, I would consider it a mid-level troop, but in that it's a faction troop, it might as well be like a low/mid. They're so easy to get. The drop table's so small. You're not... There we go. We finally stopped doing it. Finally stopped one-shotting. That's why we got 2 of them. Let's get to 2 towers before we stop on this one. Yeah, what's up with Tyrion? He's been around. I think it was like right now is the critical point where he's like having to move like right now. Before he was just packing. Ooh, we're still one-shotting. I don't know if we'll see him today. Today's, I think, a critical moment for him. Yeah. That must have been a special tower with a spell defense or something. The one that didn't get one-shotted. Yeah, they can definitely mess up bacon. I feel like that's the hardest thing to mess up, but they can still do it somehow. Pepperoni's pretty good too. But once again, it kind of depends what kind of pepperoni. You can screw up pepperoni. They just throw like circles of bologna on your freaking pizza and call it pepperoni. That's gross. I don't know who does that, but could be a thing. There you go. We'll call that early fast. Maybe mid-level. Stacy's here. Supernova says I'm waiting for the call to orientation, but I'm on a bicycle, 35-minute commute. Man, you're riding a bike and looking at the internet right now? You're a, whatchamacallit. Alright, now what? Try to make a high level? What are we gonna do, Lord of Slaughter? Like, what else is there? You can't use this, you can't use that, you can't use this, you can't use that, not this, not that, no. Like, if you're gonna use a Mythic, you have to use Lord of Slaughter. So should I make a Lord of Slaughter team? It's almost better if you wait till you have more towers, though, because he's gonna put skulls on the board. You're gonna put your tower killer in first slot, so maybe I won't do that yet. Yeah, maybe we'll just call this mid-level. Like, what else would you do for mid-level? Yeah, I think Obsidiaxis is your best way to go if you're mid-level. I might not even make a mid-level team. Could do Zenith, I guess. If you don't have Lord of Slaughter and you want to do a Lord of Slaughter type of deal, then you need Evil Gargoyle gems. Alright, I'll just do low level. We'll take these off. Got that. Could do Gargoyle. I think there's multiple tower killers. I think this one's a tower. I mean, I could also just do all Geo. Or, I keep calling them Geo, but it's like Gothite. I don't know if they just spelled it wrong, or they actually want it to be Gothite. Maybe that's something. I don't know. What should we do? Like, what if a low-level player doesn't have all the tower killers? I don't know. You could always say that about every team, though. You could definitely do gargoyles. But I don't know. Be better to do towers? Let's see how gargoyles do. And what would be your weapon? Get all constructs. Construct. Okay, we got glowing core, we got stone slicer, we got stone seeker. I think glowing core might be better for a beginner. Could do that maybe. And And definitely keep Geomancer as your class. We still got a lot of brown. I just want to see how this does. Oops, banner. Brown. Brown and yellow. Minus purple. Let's see what's up. Let's see if this works before I do a time code. Before I do a chapter. Gargoyle and Mang. Pizza has 4 Lords of Slaughters. Nice, Mark. 18,000. You're getting to where, like, how many Ironhawks do you need? Anything minus that. You could, if it's a top 10, go for it. Alright, we want to kill this Raven Tower. Make sure we get the sigils. This is working. Another troop that's very easy to get. Because, of course, you could use all the tower killers if you have them. If you're a beginner, though, that means, like, you just started playing. So are you going to have access to all these tower killers to have 3 different tower killers? Or are you going to have enough gems to get multiples of this tower killer? So I think the Gargoyle is more helpful than anything, as long as it works a decent amount into the event. We need to change our medals probably to seasons. Kill this with this. Kill this with that. Let me switch my medals. All seasons. Guild, invasion, fight, gargoyles. Let's put a chapter. I think this is going to work. Got 22. Like I said, you got Guardians, you got other invasion troops you could use, you could triple up on the... There's lots of options, so this isn't the only option. Especially early, if you start with this early. Gargoyles are going to wipe out 3 enemies. It's going to fall off as you go, but... Let's get this one. Let's do this. Dead. Keep it moving. The Gargoyle is just like Obsidiaxis. You can go to the Underworld and get it. It's even easier to get than Obsidiaxis. Let's kill the bottom one. Let's do this. Do this. Get out of here. My stats, of course, are always the problem. Me showing low-level teams is it's a low-level team using low-rarity troops, but my stats are crazy because I've been playing the game for 7 years. So it might take you more than one cast. I think yellow's a great choice there. Let's get rid of this tower. Shoot in the middle. And you're dead. Glowing Core has a summon, and it's giving our entire team a positive status effect. Helpful to beginners. I'll take it. Yellow. Kill the bottom one. Go in the middle. Last Gargoyle. Alright, I gotta make a... The high-level team's probably just gonna be Lord of Slaughter. Like, what else are you gonna do? There's no other Mythic that's even decent. I'm thinking Gargoyle, Obsidiaxis, Guardians, just Tower Killers. So many options. Na 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 na, die. Die. Let's finish off this one with this team, then we'll switch. Elementalist class gonna be the best class for a long time. Yeah, I like it. I think it's the best. Very good. Bottom. Skulls. Dead. One more, then I'll show the team code. You can screenshot it. You can remember it. Everything's up. Go down here. Go in the middle. And we just gotta finish them off. Dead. Alright, let's make a high-level team. There you go. You got so many options, though. You don't have to use this. I just figure, like, this is probably the easiest team to get. It doesn't rely on you having played the game for the last 6 months and then you're no longer a beginner anyway. It doesn't rely on you having tons of gems and then, like, are you just a rich beginner? And then, doesn't rely on you having some crazy weapon that you may not have. Like, everything right here on this team, this beginner team, you can get right now and not for a lot. 300 diamonds. If you don't have glowing core, the most you're going to have to pay for this team is 300 diamonds. Pretty sure, right? Nah, it's a Draxum weapon. Why do they make all the construct weapons Draxum? So never mind. So hopefully you have it. And if you don't, you can use any other explodey weapon. That's all I'm doing. You can use Wand of Stars there. You can use Obsidian Librum. You know, Essence of Evil. Reflection of Good. You know, I don't know about Mountain Crusher. You'd have to put it in first slot, and that would screw up the team, but... Anyway. Alright, let's try for a high level. Which is probably just going to be this dude. Okay, these two, that's a good start. He's going to do Heavy Skull. And he's got 50% Stone Skin. That's cool. Go on Chernobog. Maybe like Wand. We're gonna go all in on these skulls. Put him in last. Maybe. Should we? I don't know. What should we do? I think the order of the team. This guy has to be in first slot. He's kind of just here for the Brown Storm, really. The only color we can catch with the wand is purple. Or we can just keep casting the wand 5 times until the whole team's up. We'll try it this way first, but you might want to... I don't know. These two you could switch back and forth. Still Geo. Banner... Brown, brown, brown. Or yellow, yellow... Purple, purple... I guess brown for sure. Start there. Start there. Okay, we got brown, we got yellow, we got purple. Got everything. That Chernobog's super blocked too, but he's really there just for the... Does a conjure a dust storm when my turn begins. So we're gonna have a brown storm the entire time. Which is good with this, and good with this, and... What do we minus? We got blue. I guess we just minus purple, huh? Brown, blue. Yellow, brown. Brown. We still got... I guess we're just use the same banner. Let's see how this goes. I think... I don't know. I might not even use... I don't know. If you want to, like, see what I'm using later in the week, you have to come to the streams later in the week. Like, come tomorrow, come Thursday, come Friday. I don't think anybody... You don't have enough sigils, really, to go super duper deep today. So you got to use one of these teams today, and then maybe switch into something else later. Just how the game is. You don't start with, like, one team and use it the entire time all the way through. You can, but that's not always how it works. Especially if you're trying to min-max it and do your best, and you wouldn't just stay with the same team the whole time. Let's see what happens. We're trying to use Lord of Slaughter. We're kind of forcing them in there. Alright, we got this. Go here. Oh, I missed an extra turn, you idiot. Wand's getting up no matter what. Let's cast it. Like, I didn't cast Lord of Slaughter at all. That's, hey, if you have a team, you made a team yourself, and you find yourself not using a troop at all, you might want to take it off the team. Put something on that's actually doing something. Maybe he'll do something here, though. Like, I want to fire this, but should I wait? Do this first? Now I can do this? Yeah, maybe I wait. That seemed a little bit faster, maybe. Maybe you got to get up the Lord of Slaughter before you cast that first Gothite, whatever you want to call it. Rain Man's here! Not watching the eclipse, when is it? Is it today? Well, that's great. The freaks come out at night. Oh, what? The freaks come out at night. Is it during the day or at night? I'm dumb. That's why I've been wanting to sing that song, so trying to ham-fist it in there. Ooh. When you got those blue-brown towers, you're probably better off firing your spell on them. Couple more, and I'll show the code, and then we'll move on to the weekly preview, which is going to be the Soulforge, the event key drop table, the Glory Shop. What else is going on this week? The campaign, the PvP, the Epic Trials. Got a lot to do. Alright, let's get up Lord of Slaughter 2. There we go. Let's do this on that. Make sure we kill it. Now we can try this. Does put a lot of skulls on the boards here. What? Oh, he's barriered. Let's do it again. Ah, I love it. I like when the skull hit, then into a skull hit. Makes it feel better. What weapon? Because this guy has extra skull damage. Somebody asked, why not Lord of Slaughter on top with his true skull damage? Because this guy hits so freaking hard. He's got like 5 times skull damage. He's 5 times skull damage. So he's hitting for like, what, 450? He's hitting for 450. Where the Lord of Slaughter, you could say, would hit for like 160 maybe? It's hard to say because he only hits for true damage, but right now Lord of Slaughter would be fine, but eventually this guy's going to hit harder. Because of that third trait on the Tower Killer, that's why. Kind of making the skulls for the Tower Killer. So Lord of Slaughter's still doing something. You'll find the Lord of Slaughter's awesome in first slot, but a lot of the times he won't be in first slot for some teams. Like, I love his third trait, but he's also not super durable. Alright, get up Lord of Slaughter. Look at all that brown. Let's take this. Let's do this on that, because it's one of those towers. Do this again. Just do this. No matter how you make your... I think it's going to be an easy event. I don't think anybody's going to be struggling. Let's do one more. You're gonna grow that gem tree, Rydia? I'm getting there, man. I almost have 10,000 gems. I'm almost back. Almost got my gem stack back. I mean, this is fun. I think this is fun. You should probably switch to this super late to have some more fun. There you go. That was 3 teams. I don't know if I... Yeah. I had the Invasion Start Fast Early team, which is pretty much the mid-level team. Then I had a low-level team that had no Mythics, no Legendaries, no Wand. And then I had a high-level team, which you just saw. See if I missed any chat here. The Eclipse. Elementalist is good. Mark has a ton of diamonds. No, they have one more day, bro, Mark. One more day. They had to give them a freaking Monday off for some reason today. Which is not the... It's not like a... It's gonna fix everything, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna have from 8 to 4 to not be crazy. I gotta chill out or something. I need to... If I'm not... I want to move so bad, but I gotta chill too. But I can't believe Pizza Time has never had bacon on pizza. It's the craziest thing I've seen today. I get it like on every pizza. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Invasion is turd, says Mike. Used one of the tarot cards to boost Obsidian Axis. That's not a bad idea, especially like Empress. Careful of autocorrect when going to Terran's world. Not yet, Mark. Freaking sucks. They went crazy yesterday. Yesterday sucked. It was so horrible. I don't even want to talk about it because I feel like I'm a crazy man. I guess I'm not crazy since I know I'm crazy, and like if you're crazy, you don't know you're crazy. Is that a weird conundrum? Mark says I got a record 84 rooms in Underspire last week. Beat the 4th boss. Personal record for me. Great job. Rayman says it's exciting viewing these events if you can. You talking about the Eclipse? Radia says, yeah, love Gargoyle. Ethereal Sentry is fun with it too. Buffs the attack based on armor, but yeah, you have to have the Tower Killer for the double points. Yeah, sometimes buffing's not the way to go just because it makes everything take a little bit longer, but if you need to, like using Empress is good sometimes, like using Siodoverskaya and Golden Cog, and like there's definitely times where it's viable, but you don't want to overdo it either. Like I see videos out there of people buffing the crap out of something and they're taking 30 turns to do it just so they can one-shot. It defeats the purpose of one-shotting if it takes you 30 turns to buff the thing. Yeah, Obsidian Libram is in the faction shop tomorrow. If you don't have it, you should get it. Definitely one of the best faction weapons. 2:30 p.m. Okay, I just wanted to sing that song then. Kids are getting out today early because of it? Yeah, you gotta wear special glasses if you want to watch it IRL. Alright, let's do the weekly preview. Everybody's favorite part, huh? Let's say weekly preview start slash... What do we do? Slash Soulforge. Because it like rolls one into the other. And that'll be at the 40-minute mark. Long overdue, new epic troop is Bond. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Invasion, help your guild defeat enemy towers this week, but a team from a troop type construct and invade every day. Amatiel's prison is still going on for 55 days. New mythic troop, Succubus Queen. She is like not great. It's usable, but you're gonna like not be using something better to use her. So And then she ends up with this situation where you have like the first enemy and the last enemy, and there's a big hole in between, and you gotta use something else anyway. Like, she just... not great. Especially after Takshaka, and it was almost like a lot of people could have got 3 Takshakas or 2 Takshakas or what. Like, you should have at least got 1. Especially after that. And if you're deciding whether or not to get a Mythic, if you're still in that situation with the game where you have to decide whether or not to get the new Mythic based on how good it is, then this one you would skip. Because Takshaka was really good. And you just threw a bunch of keys and probably tried for that. And now you're low on keys. Why would you blow all the rest of your keys that you're already low on for this crappy Mythic? I don't care that it's from Blighted Lands. Weak Daemons. All Daemons gain 10% of their skills. Weak Constructs. All Constructs gain 10% of their skills. And bonus souls, use Isbon in PvP and Explore to gain 40 souls. Let's check out the Soulforge. I'll put them in order for you. Mythics, Legendaries. I don't know why I go to the bottom. We got Chronos. This is the very first time for free-to-play to get it in the Soulforge. I'm 100% because I am free-to-play, so I don't have it. And it's the first time, because I have a bunch of diamonds. I have 40,000 diamonds. I have 817,000 shards. Why would I not have it if it was here previous? So this is the first time it's been here. It's a good thing about me being free-to-play, as I can tell you for sure. Deathlock Dralic is poopy. Aquaticus is like okay. It's every once in a while I'll whip it out. It's probably second best because Gargantuar is terrible. So the order of operation for Mythics, I don't know though. Is like Chronos the best though? It's not even that good. Maybe Aquaticus is the best. It's close. They're pretty close. I don't know. I guess I'll give Chronos the slight edge, but it's not a top 10. It's not a top 20. All right, we got Chronos, Drifting Sand, 24, green, red, purple, Mystic. Deal damage to all enemies, then convert all blue gems to Hourglass gems. Enchant all allies when I get an extra turn. Reduce damage from spells by 25%. It sounds good. I mean, it's like in that situation where, you know, if you got Stellarix, if you got Diamantina, if you got other things, you're probably never going to use it. But if it was your first Mythic, it might be good. Like, in a vacuum, it's better than when you compare it to all the other stuff. But we have to compare it to all the other stuff, so it's more like a B tier, probably, than... It's not a top 20. It's probably just outside of it. But it's the best thing in there today. I like the enchant all allies when I get an extra turn part. And I like the all enemies part. And I like it, I just like it. But I don't think it hits super hard. I don't know. I don't have it, so I gotta craft it. See how it says new? So it's hard for me to speak on it with 100% because I don't even have it. I haven't used it. This is me just like talking about reading the card. Now I have it, now I can use it. I'll have a more informed opinion going forward. But Aquaticus would be number 2. Nope. 24, blue, green, yellow, Merlantis, Elemental Mystic. Deal splash damage to 3 random enemies. Light splash damage. Explode half the blue gems on the board. Submerge all allies and magic 4 or more gems. 25% spell reduction. Goes good. I forget what troop it is, but it's like Oshia's Tome, Aquaticus, Aquaria? I think Aquaria. Oshia's Tome, Aquaticus, Aquaria, and something else, like the Miraji Queen or 50% start or something like that. It's not a bad team. It's when you need like all blue, and you just want to have fun. It's not the best all blue team, but you actually want to try to use Aquaticus and Aquaria for once. But that would be number 2 this week. Number 3, Deathlock Dralic, even though he's horrible. Well, you know. 22 green, red, purple, Karakoth, Undead Mystic. Curse and Death mark an enemy. Then deal damage to all enemies below them. Then summon Aberoth. Bad summon. Doesn't hit all enemies. Doesn't have any good traits. And then Gargantuar is one of the worst in the game. 22 red, purple, brown, Groshnock, Daemon, Orc. Deal damage to an enemy, boosted by all allies and enemies killed. Might be the worst, because you have to... Your own team has to die for it to get boosted. And, like, early on, it's not going to hit hard at all, because nobody's dead yet. And then there's, like, why would you ever use this when you could use something else that maybe can two-shot, brr, brr, instead of, like, ugh, horrible damage because nothing's dead yet. Oh, I better self-delete so I could do a little more damage. Ugh, self-deleted. Now I can kill that first enemy. Yay! Now it'll hit a little bit harder, but still not one-shot. I better self-delete again. Then I can kill the next enemy. And then, what? You're hitting a little hard. Like, it doesn't even one-shot or nothing, I don't think, when you even try to set it up. It's horrible. Alright, we got King Mikhail. This would have been good last week. He was like the star of the show. King Mikhail, Tinseltail. It's too random. Too random. Arsuvius? I feel like whenever there's a elemental or an Urska restriction, you know, you got King Mikhail or you got all those crazy elementals. He never gets used, but he's not horrible. He does hit all enemies. He has a nice stone skin, 50% chance to burn, enrage myself when I take damage. He just... His restrictions. He's never like the star of his restriction. Werestag is weird. Got some weird legendaries. The Werestag, no. Arsuvius, no. Tinseltail, no. King Mikhail, not really. Because you don't want to be crafting okay legendaries. You want to be crafting Tesla if you're going to craft a legendary. But yeah, I think the most notable thing about the Soulforge is that Kronos is available for the first time. There's nothing like you should whip your panties off and throw them up in the air and catch them with your teeth about. Any weapons? Watchful Blade used to be very good, but that was when Chalcedony was good. It suffers from the fate of something else on its team got nerfed, and now it's not as good as it used to be. It's not its fault, but it's Chalcedony's fault. But still, it's red and brown for each Hellcrag ally. It might come in handy. Moonstone Trinket. Aegis of Hellcrag. That's it. Until tomorrow when you can get the Obsidian Librum, but that's going to be during the faction event. You might as well buy up to it in the shop during the faction event. Just go a little bit further in the event than buying it here. But that's the Soulforge. I say just Kronos. The first time it's been there is the most notable thing. Nothing else is super worthy of a craft. Alright, we're going to do some shop business. Pycea is a good beginner's mythic. Yeah, I like Pycea. They should make a better version of the Banshee troop. Whip the troop out? Yeah. Magical pixies. I feel like I got that. Whenever I describe it to people, like it's been there all my life though. I got like floaters a little bit. But I used to work with like chemicals and I don't know. It's not like something that's getting worse and worse. It's just something that's one of the best faction weapons. Welding goggles. Sana says I use Banshee a lot in my early gym days. Yeah, it's a great like early game troop for sure. Rydia says, oh yeah, I think I did the Purple Scythe, Alchemist, Banshee, and Pycea. But Pycea's not here, right? Like, why are we talking about Pycea? I didn't miss it in the Soulforge, did I? Oops, wrong button. Alright, so yeah, let me put a chapter, sorry. I gotta think of the people watching after sometimes, even though there's not too many. Alright, Glory Shop / Traitstone. That's what we're going over right now. 50-30. We'll do event key drop table too. Event key DT. EKDT. That means event key drop table. I know you guys are smart. Guys and gals. Alright, Isbon, 13, purple, brown, Hellcrag, Damon Mystic, give magic to a random ally, then summon a random book. You guys know how excited I get about randomness and or troops. So this is not my favorite. Like, at least with Empress, you know exactly who the magic's going to, and you can make something happen with that. You don't even know who this is going to, who the magic is going to. I don't even care if it's like a ton of magic. It could be 3,000 magic, but if it goes to a random troop, who cares? This is horrible. Then summon a random book. There's no good books. Reduce damage from spells by 25%, 25% to summon an ancient horror on death. This thing is terrible, but the reason you get it is just to have another troop from Hellcrag fully ascended, because it's easy. You can just do this, just for glory. But you also get Arcane Skull Traitstones, which are purple and brown. So we can check out which troops we can fully trait right now, just by using glory. Get all those Traitstones. Purple and brown. Let's go check it out. Alright, you got Arc Proxy Avenger, a Doom of Arachnia. Conjure an Uber Doomstorm when an enemy dies. You got Phoenix. Bless and enchant a random ally when a match 4 or more gems. Mandragora if you like, if you need some web in your life. Which I don't. Obsidious. Earthquake. Stun all enemies on 4 or 5 gem match. Barris Ra if you need that for some reason, which super old. We don't use it. But it's notable. Anything else? We got Yasmin's Chosen, you know. Entangle a random enemy when matching green. We're down into the legendaries. This is where 100% they definitely use the stone, and these are the ones you kind of want to look at for sure. Like Chernobog, conjuring a dust storm when my turn begins. We were just using Chernobog in the invasion, and the only reason I was really using them is first, third trait, so make sure you have them fully traded. Glaceon has that 65%. Magnus with the little inflict a random stats effect on 4 or 5 gem match. Daughter of Ice, an empowered converter. You will use her sometimes to convert red gems to blue at the start of battle. This guy is, that's not him. Never mind. Doing this off the top of my head. I might miss some stuff. Drake Rider has that 100% chance to summon a Drake on death. Super annoying, sweaty wrestler. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Not really. Kind of ho-hum stone. A ho-hum stone, an empowered converter, a Chernobog, a Glaceon. And then check on your mythics. Event key drop table. What's in there? Hellcrag troops only. Remember, event keys are different than all these other keys. You know, gem keys, glory keys, guild keys, they're all kind of similar. But event keys are special. You save them up until a certain kingdom comes through. But Hellcrag is not the kingdom. We'll check it out anyway. So you can go to Hellcrag and you see, like, what's in this event key drop table this week. Well, you go here, you click this. You say base rarity. You say show all. And this is what's in there, kinda, mostly. Like, this isn't, because that's a faction troop. This isn't, because it's a tarot card. This isn't, because you get it with power orbs. But the mythics are the Colossus and Tourmaline. Not good. Chernobog's okay. It might be one of the best things you could even get from the event key. Zenith is okay. And then Chalcedony got nerfed into the ground. And everything else is just kind of poopy. So maybe a very, very specific person would be like, hey, I need Chernobog and Zenith, but I still don't recommend it. Pretty bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget sometimes. I'll say something, then I go on a rant and read other chat, and then I forget what I said. Alright, what else is going on this week? So today, of course, you're doing your invasion event, your adventure board, your dungeon, your XP booster. Maybe you start on the epic trials if you don't have Hellcrag done. You got the Underspire, we'll be going over that tomorrow. The faction events tomorrow, we'll go over that tomorrow. It's Obsidian Depths, right? Wednesday we got a pet stone thing. Thursday we got a class Geomancer. Geomancer's mostly good because it 50% starts constructs. So that's when you'll use it. And Friday we have a faction event. Which faction was it? I completely forget, but we have a faction event on Friday. I did a spoiler video on Saturday if you want to know for sure. You can go to Terran's World. Might even still have it up. Did I put my thumbnail on ever? Yeah. Okay. I forget, but a faction event on Friday, right? And then next weekend is the Vault event. Alright, let's knock out this campaign real fast. No one cares about that, right? Baba Yaga's book was less use than the Book of Witches, but she had some insight. Witches were most often imprisoned when a demonic deal went wrong. She traveled with us to an ancient library in Hellcrag. I was making fun of this the other day because... Or was it this? Yeah. It's always like, this troop tells you to go to this place to meet this person, but then this person doesn't have what you need, so you go... That person tells you to go to another place where another person is that might be able to have the thing that you need, but that person doesn't have the thing, so then that person tells you to go to a different person in a different place to see if they have the thing that can help you do the thing. Like, that's their story every time. Red Slayer, kill red enemies in any battle. That'll be easy. You could do that in Vault Keys. Brawler, win any battle. That's super easy. And Gravekeeper, match Skull Gems in any battle if you're using Lord of Slaughter in the Invasion. That'll be easy. What are we getting? Amatiel's Wings. Not good. Some armor. A little bit of Dragonite, a little bit of Ritz. It's always welcome. Did you guys get your Ritz from the arena event? Probably not. If I ran a poll, I bet you it'd be like 0%. I got mine, though. I already grabbed them. Oh, here's some gems. Sweet. Cartographer Balance. Hello, adventurer. We noticed the cartographer was creating one more gem than he should have. Is it a boy? I thought that was a girl. I guess it don't matter these days. I'm sorry. Compared to the other Pathfinder journey troops, he was originally set up and ready to go some months back before we changed Pathfinders to create less gems. While we fixed his boost ratio to match the other troops, his base number of gems created was missed before he went out. Here are some gems as compensation. It was just a mistake. I'm still in the Diamond League. I got a Medal of Seasons. Is the cartographer... I want to look at that troop again. Maybe I just looked at it wrong. This is the type of side quests I do that make everything take longer. This doesn't matter at all. Is it the cartographer? Right here. Man, I guess. I guess I didn't look at it hard enough. A very pointy dude. And a pointy chin and a pointy nose. And some sexy Harry Potter glasses. Some sexy hair. Pretty sexy, though. It's a sexy dude. A sexy Harry Potter. Alright, what's next? PvP or Epic Trials? You guys usually pick Epic Trials, so I'm just gonna go run it. Hellcrag. Ooh, I got a star. Fully upgrade 6 Hellcrag, 3 traits. Do I have this? Can I do this? Let's see. Got it. I probably just do upgradable, huh? Oh, look. I think I'm getting another star. Because I can upgrade the weapons. I always just wait. I know some people don't like to do that. You, like, upgrade all your weapons. I just know, like, the resources are shared amongst all weapons, so I only do it when I need to do it. That's kind of how I play the game. So right now it's asking me to do it, so I'm going to do it. Because I'm never going to use Axe of Chaos. I'm never going to use Axe of Draxom. Like, I'm never going to use Axe of Fire, so why upgrade it until it asks me to do it? That's how people get into trouble with souls and trait stones. They just start upgrading everything instead of the things that they're actually going to use. Let's do rarity. Let's see if we can find something useful to upgrade. A lot of doomed weapons. What's going on? I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay, Hellcrag. And rarity. Okay, Molten Dipper. Crag Smasher. Let's do this one. Might as well do this one too. Ruby Biter. Stone Seeker. Is that it? Alright, whatever. Start upgrading crap. How many do I gotta do? There we go. I gotta wait until it tells me and then I do it. I don't like try to do stuff preemptively. Now this is not achievable yet, so I have the highest possible power level. Alright, Epic Trials. I will try to help you. Oh my goodness, this is one. You should have done it. You should have done it. If you didn't do it. Oh no. Now it's harder. This was one of the easiest ones, and now... I mean, it's probably not horrible, but... It used to be one of the easiest. Chalcedony would just loop and loop and loop and loop. I hope everybody did this when they... Because that's the strat. You would just loop with Chalcedony. I don't even know... Like, you probably still just try to do that. Deal damage to 2 random enemies, create 3 evil gargoyle gems. Exploded gem, you could blow up those gargoyle gems at least. I think it's already in the right order, surprisingly. Maybe. I almost want to put Chernabog up here. I'm gonna do that. Because he'll help get these two up. Like, these two will help get these two up. I'm gonna move Chernabog up, I think. Plus it has 50% skull reduction. So if you happen to lose this 50% skull reduction, you got this 50% skull reduction. This one has it too, though. Ooh, they all have it. So never mind, but hey. I gotta go like this. Let's see if I can beat it. I'll put a chapter in case somebody needs this. I feel so bad for you, though, if you need this. Usually it happens the other way around. Something will get easier as time passes. Like, to get pets is now way easier. To complete delves now is way easier. To get Dragonite now is a little bit easier. To get Vault Keys now is a little bit easier. Like, they end up making things easier, usually. To get Tower of Doom, like, to get the scrolls for the doomed weapons is now easier. Like, they usually... Like, these things that are pain points, they usually make them easier as time passes. This is one thing where it happened the opposite way. If you didn't do Hellcrag Epic Trials when it first came out, it is now harder. Probably not like super harder, just like a little bit harder. Put in a chapter. Mike says, last weekend I watched Cinny's 2-year-old Kingdom upgrade video and decided to upgrade every troop. Cost me 3 million souls. Wasn't using them for anything else anyway. Yeah, that's a different story. Hey, if you got the souls... I'm talking to people that don't, like, think they need to soul farm. They have such a low amount of souls they think they need to soul farm. That's when you don't do that. You only upgrade the troops you actually use. If you have 3 million souls and nothing else to do with them, then go for it. Big old brown. Got some red. Okay, we got Chalcedony. Let's see what happens. Let's get rid of this green first. See how if she can loop. Nope, she missed. She already missing. Don't miss. She missed again, but we got a ton of mana. Who do we want to kill over here? This guy's nothing. This guy's nothing. Like the bottom two, you kind of want to kill the bottom two. If you can, somehow. I think I'm going to do this little combo down here. It's random damage. Oh, he did it back. He did it to me. They did the thing I was going to do. I want those. You suck. Now are we frozen on brown now? Let's try again. My turn. I don't know if that's a waste of time or not. The last time I did something like this, it worked. Maybe you need Orpheus. Let's get this out of here. Leave this for this. Worked. Leave it again. You don't take brown off, but take like the red off. Leave brown, like leave this. If you're gonna cast Chalcedony, leave it. If you can get rid of yellow and green, do it. But don't get rid of this brown. Leave it. Leave it. We get rid of this. Now we got all that brown next to each other because we're smart. But we don't have Chalcedony, so we're dumb. Let's get her up. You just kind of got to make the board work for you. Make it as brown as you can make it. Like, don't take this. Don't take this. Leave it there. Because you're doing damage, and then it's still your turn anyway. All of our troops are filled anyway. Why would we take extra turns? We want to do damage and then have it be our turn still. Not just take the extra turns off the board. Making sure there's no other colors I can take off. Like right here almost. We're not missing because we're keeping the board as brown as we can keep it. She still didn't. She used to be a win button. Just infinitely loop. Alright, let's get this guy all messed up. Free skulls. And you're dead. So that's Epic Trials. Hopefully you learned something as I did that battle. You know, just keep the board as brown as you can. Use the Craghound back-to-back with the Petrahawk so you can blow up the bad gargoyle gems and send them over to the enemy team. And then your Turnibog's just a mana generator, a Brown Storm to help you loop. I did move it up to second slot. So hopefully you learned something there. If you didn't learn anything, you know, ask me a question. I'll try to help. I don't need to buy this. I already have all fully ascended. That was Epic Trials. Let's go do PvP. PvP is kind of different these days. You almost just want to pick one or two spots that aren't annoying and then just stay there. But I'll try to make a team for every region. It's just that, you know, sometimes a horrible, like Groshnock has a Blood Frenzy right now. Like, my team is not going to look good. No matter what I do here, Groshnock Blood Frenzy is going to look terrible. Mark understands the train. Appreciate you. A little bit helps from everybody. Bang, 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 bang. Two, 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 two. Or. You love it. Then Anita. See how it goes, Mark? Chad knows what's up, too. Brian knows what's up. Chad knows what's up. Anita. Sana. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, look at them trains. There are like 4 of them, 5 of them now. 5 cars. Alright, what do we got here? Galvania. Have we ever had Galvania? Somehow I have 3 wins, so I guess so. Unless that's just from the last week. Maybe that's a strat. You see that? I don't know. Like, how do I have 3 wins there and I haven't done anything yet? That's something. Maybe something to keep in mind. I don't know how you would take advantage of that, but somehow I have 3 wins here and I haven't done any PvP yet. So it's carrying over from last week in some way. Maybe there was a orange diamond here on whatever this was. Like, you could leave it on 4. And then the next week, if it's a terrible restriction, you just need to win 1 fight to get the diamond to move. I don't know if that's worth doing or not, but it's something. I didn't know that. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work. Let me do a chapter. Last chapter. PvP. 113. Hey, we're doing good today. Blazing through it. You guys are doing good too. Appreciate you. Alright, what are we going to do here? Morthani's okay. Grey King's a great troop for PvP. Crimson Bat and Draculus are pretty good together. With the Ghost Queen. I would say that is your options. You're either going to go down the Draculus Crimson Bat, or you're going to go all in on the Grey King. Let's try it. Let's see if this will work. It's a team. It's an actual team. Double skull damage versus wounded. Now what weapon, though? Could just go look... Oh, you have to use Galvania weapons. We just need a mana-generating weapon. We got Doom Scythe, we got Crypt Keeper, we got Trick and Treat. Axe of Leeching, red and purple for Galvania. We don't have any purple. Wow. That's all we got, so we have to do it. Which sucks. We don't have to be undead. I'm just gonna see if this works. Like, we got a bunch of green. Let's do a archer. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. Equip, banner, green. Green, and I'm gonna go all in on the weapon, maybe. Minus red, minus blue, minus red, minus yellow. It's a warband, but this is a not the greatest restriction. We gotta do what we can do. I need to put on Nisha, so I'm gonna do copy, just in case. It's not gonna look too good without Nisha's on. Alright, let's see if this is okay, if this works. If it doesn't work, you know, the Grey King would be a great way to go if you just don't want to lose. I'm trying to make a team that's going to go a little fast. Hopefully. Alright, we need green or brown. Sana with another one, matching Anita. They're doing like a little handshake. They're playing patty cake. My mama told me to pick the best one, and you are not it. They're doing double Dutch, and Mark's jumping in, Chad's jumping in, Brian. They're just all on the same page, basically. You know what I'm saying? Oh crap! I've screwed it up already. I gotta change my team. The weapon's not good unless I make myself from Galvania. Dang it. I always forget about that. What's the Galvania class? It's gotta be some... Is it Death Knight, or... That's gonna suck. Yep. Alright. Now I can show the team code, because... You can't use that weapon if you don't do the right class. It's just not good enough. There's no other weapon. Unless you're going to ham-fist in a weapon from cheating. Which I totally endorse. I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm a little... I don't choose my words carefully. If you can cheat in a weapon, definitely do it. I just don't like showing it. Let's do this first. So we can have both of these. So you're gonna need both. But hey, look. Not too bad. So that's my recommendation if you have to do this one. If you're chasing the diamond and it's not a blood frenzy, or hey, if you just have to do the blood frenzy, I don't know. I don't know if this would work for the Blood Frenzy. You'd probably have to cast it 4 times instead of 2. We got the Ghost Queen 50% starting. Everything on the team. We got this making red and purple, which mostly red. And then we got these two doing the killing with true damage. So that's Galvania. Oh, geez. We got Fae and we got Blood Frenzy. You see Empress used a lot. Is Empress the best tarot card in the game? Yep. But that doesn't mean you should use it a lot. That just means there's people out there that just love to build stats and then one-shot, and that's not always the best way to go. Sometimes you don't need to do that. Like, if you have Stellarix, I know that's a horrible example, but you just cast it and then cast it and win. There's no need to buff it. If you have a nice loopy team and you're just going to keep the loop going, like that would stop your loop to go and do the Empress buff if it don't get an extra turn. You know how like when you use Rowan, you don't always use Golden Cog, you don't always use Shield Over Sky unless you like have to. Because it's just like another turn, another thing to do. And if you don't have to, like only do it when you have to do it. Don't like start out thinking I'm going to cast Empress 5 times on something. Because then that's just 5 extra turns, really. That's not my favorite type of team, where you sit there and buff something up 50,000 times. Because sometimes that takes longer than just winning. But I see that a lot. It's like a view farming strat. You can make anything in the game one-shot. Pretty much everything in the game could one-shot if you could just cast Empress on it 50 times. I could make a video about every single troop in the game and just say, one shot! Bleh! And all I would do would be cast Empress on it 50 times. But then you're taking 50 turns. It's slow. And sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not. Just like putting Wand in first slot. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you buff your Rowan, sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes you cast her twice, sometimes you double up on Leprechaun. Sometimes you do a Clockwork Sphinx or something. You don't always cast Golden Cog on it 30 times. Maybe once. If you can cast Empress on something once and then it one-shots, it's so much better than having to cast it like 4 or 5 times. I'm exaggerating a little bit. But sometimes you're just adding. You gotta make sure you don't overkill. You gotta make sure it only needs to be cast once or twice, not 3, 5, 6, 7 times. And you're just like doing it to do it. Alright, we got Faye. What do you do with Faye? Especially in a Blood Frenzy. We're gonna have to like build an actual real team for like this guy at least 50% start. We could start there. Let's start there. Foxfire King. Like this would work if it's not a Blood Frenzy. You could double up on this with the King Aberon. True damage. I don't know if it's gonna work right now though. Got Daughter of Time. Got Rowan. This might be a spot where you could buff her up. Just don't know if it's gonna work here. Got Leprechaun and everything. So like if it wasn't a Blood Frenzy, you might just do this. And then I'll be a hypocrite and do Shield of Urskaya. We were just talking about that, and that's how life treats me. Like he was just talking about not buffing stuff up forever. But now he's gonna go and do it. I'm gonna stick with Archer, Banner, green and brown. We're gonna try this. I'm not saying it's gonna work because it's a Blood Frenzy. Definitely need our guard medals. But this will be a faster one. Like if it once it gets off the Blood Frenzy, this would be a good one to go to as a beginner that doesn't have Stellarix, that doesn't have Diamantina. Maybe you don't even have like Fomag or Scourge of Honor or something like. This would be a good one to sit at and just keep doing over and over and over if you're not doing the unrestricted. I copied it, right? Alright. Let's go out and put guards on. Let's see how many casts it take now that I talked crap, and I'm going to do the same thing I just talked crap about. Blood Frenzy. Leprechaun. Garth. Garth is here. Radius says, Mark, it's definitely a nice troop. Boost the magic for cheap, 6 mana. Stick Venoxy in the back, a 2 to 3 cast. You'll have 150 true damage to all troops. Yoke says, why are people calling when I'm at work? I was just trying to listen to the sinners. Yoke, that should be your voicemail. Radius says, I'm listening to some sinners. Please a message when I... Alright, let's see. And you can look at the other team. Like, this wand is probably going to destroy me. Look at all that damage, though. I got 340. It's not enough. I'm worried this wand is just going to wreck my face. You know how wands are. It can hit and hit and hit and hit and just not miss. And now the Mistralis is hitting me. This is where this gets frustrating. I'm trying to make y'all teams. Of course it's in a Blood Frenzy. We might have to try something else. Yep, I'm already dying. I'm gonna lose all my armor. They're gonna nerf this wand, y'all. So use it now while you can. We're gonna die, we're gonna lose. Yeah. Let's do this. I don't know why. I'm not messing with your stupid wand. Blood Frenzy bullcrap. Alright, so this is your team if it's not on Blood Frenzy. And you can go pretty quick. It'll switch off of Blood Frenzy tomorrow, and then you don't have to think about this anymore. I'll try to make a team for when it's on the Blood Frenzy, though. So hold on a sec. Alright. Making me mad now. Maybe some sort of Mistralis. And you gotta fight wand with wand. Oh, maybe King of the Ravens. And like Leprechaun. Is that what they were using? Or we could go King Aberon. Alright, what do we got here? I'm gonna try Titan. See what happens. Do I want double green, yellow? No. I'm gonna switch my banner too. So you're gonna have to have a team for Blood Frenzy and then a team for not Blood Frenzy sometimes. That'd probably work. Let's see if we can win. Got my guard medals on though. Dang it. Nisha's on. Sucks in the Blood Frenzy, you just gotta kinda try not to lose. It's more like Guild Wars. It's more like Guild Wars. Free skulls. Some blue. Cast her whenever you got her. Nice and slow, but you're not losing. There you go. Second try. King of the Ravens is good for when you're trying not to lose. The Mistralis is a free cast, and the Wand is always good for PvP. Oh, no, I didn't struggle as... Like, I'm starting to learn... Like, the first time that the Blood Friends, they changed everything, and they made the enemy teams actually hard with actual people's teams, and they ended up being in hard Blood Frenzies. Like, I was really frustrated that week, but now I know. So I still get a little frustrated, but... It's like, just build a team to not lose. Build more of a Guild Wars type of team. Alright, what is this? Yellow. Alright, so this is just a Takshaka. You see that? You just pick the lowest level. Yellow's great for the Takshaka thing. Or the Takhaka. I know some of y'all don't have this. And let's do some combo of blue, red, and yellow. Probably blue and red. This will be the one where you could sit and actually, if you're not going to do unrestricted. Roman B's been a member for 31 freaking months. What's up? What's up, Cinny and chat lurking? I'm glad you're there. Thanks for checking in, man. That's what I say, like, you guys can always check in on me. You know I'm good. Unless I stop making videos. But it's not, I can't check on y'all the other way around. It's nice to see people dropping in every once in a while, so I know you're still alive. But you're not a great example of that, because I feel like I've seen you here and there. But y'all know how this works. You just pick the lowest level. Like, I would avoid these two. I'd pick this one. You don't want to get Takaka'd back if you miss your first Stellarix or something. Alright, so we did Yellow, we did Fae, we did Galvania. We did 2 teams for Fae, actually. We got Whitehelm. And I only do 1 team for each because I feel like you can find something out of all this. And then you have Unrestricted. You could always do double Tesla Holy Saint Astra for the Unrestricted, maybe. Is this a Guard's avatar? Sir Quentin Hadley? Nah, because he's not here. It's a Whitehelm. We do this. Archdeva, Holy Saint Astra, Human. Celastasia. We got Gargoyles for you lower level players. Angry Mob is here. Angry Mob is here. Could help you not lose. About to go with this thing. That thing. This thing. Maybe this. Purple to yellow. And then we need a weapon. Red and yellow. It might be the best. Divine. See, that's not divine, though. Neither is that. Maybe this? Fist of Heaven's good anyway. Or we could do this. Yellow and brown. Yeah, let's do this. I guess. I put Angry Mob in first. So the Mercy will get up the Solaris if it happens. And if not, we're trying to get these two up to get up that. If I use this, I have to go Priest. So you could use the other one. Let's try this first. Banner. Definitely purple. Purple and brown, I think. If we can. Might not be able to. Yeah, here we go. Silver banner. Let's see what happens. At least it's not a blood frenzy. We're just trying to get up this and cast it and win. Wand and Mistralis with the extra turns to infinity. Yep. That's what ended up working. And then the freaking King of the Ravens to make sure you don't lose. Jet says, I agree about the wand. Nerf it. Stella will eventually get the boss designation. Not worried about Stella. Rydia says if you're gold farming, it's not worth the time to waste buffing. Definitely, as you said. Yeah, it all depends. Like, Empress is a good troop and it should be used. But it's like, has a time and a place. You're not going to do it everywhere, all the time. Red, brown, green, purple. They're doing Guard's Avatar. They're doing something over there. I don't know. They just said Guard's Avatar is good. But I can't get mana. Let's just do this. That was dumb. Green, purple, brown, red. Let's go. This is slow. Alright. We're off to the races now. This takes a second. I don't care. Takes a second. Maybe I switch the weapon up top. Like, why do I have Angry Mob up top when Angry Mob could summon? Hey, these two people got it. So I must be heading down the right track. And this is a good one, too. Like, if you don't have that, Gargoyle. I'm gonna switch this to here. Try it this way. But I think that dragon is the way to go if you have it. You could tell if you're on the right track just based on what the enemy teams are. Not every single time, like, what's this guy doing? He just put, like, what's the... Guards, Avatar, and Gargoyle are good. Like, sometimes people don't know what they're doing, but... Like, overall, when you're looking at all three pictures, if two of them are this dragon, and then the next battle, two of them are this dragon, and then the next battle, two of them are this dragon, like, you're probably going to want to use that dragon. It's just like in the old PvP. Whatever, if you end up losing, that must be a good defensive team. We just, The funniest thing is when you make fun of a team and then you lose. Which I'm not gonna do, but... I just took freaking brown when I was frozen. Alright, we're off to the races now. It just takes a little bit of setup. He can't do nothing. He has no... Why'd they put the guard's avatar in first slot? It's not based on its armor, though, is it? I forget. Like, Rowan, you definitely don't want to put in first slot because it's based on her own armor. But I think guard's avatar is based on, like, the whole team's armor then. So, never mind. Alright, this seems to be working. It's a little bit slow at the start. So you're hoping you get this, but this, even if you get this, it's going into this, which is a super high mana cost mythic, so it's not super helping. It's just, you really got to get up one of these two to get going. So I'd concentrate on one of the two. And then the Angry Mob is great once you get, like, let's say you get this up first, you cast it, that gets something else up, you cast it, now you're off to the races, then you cast this, like, over and over and over. Until you, like, cast this when you have it, but if you don't have it, cast this, then this, then this, then this, you know? I didn't see my exact team on the enemy team, but we only fought 2 battles, so, and I picked the worst teams. So alright, I hope you're finding something out of all of this. Just here to help. We got purple. This is another way to do Stellarix or Diamantina if you want. Or just whatever your best troop is. Whatever your best... Because you can start with Leprechaun and Thrall when it's purple. And then you just put your best damage dealer. I usually go like Stellarix and Dustbringer or something. Because Leprechaun and Thrall are so good together. Oh, you could do the Void Dragon. We haven't done the Void Dragon in a while with the Doomed Vulge. It's another way to go. Maybe we do that. I keep forgetting about the Void Dragon. Because I got Stellarix, you know? The Void Dragon had the... it came in right before I got Stellarix, so... I kind of forget about it sometimes. But it's still there. It's still good. Maybe I'll do that. Only problem with this Vulge is it's pure purple and so is Thrall. But Thrall's really good at getting... stuff up. What's it called? Doomed Vulture? This goes on bottom. I think I'll keep it like that. The Thrall might even be overkill. We're trying to loop, so I'm gonna go Thief. Okay, so this is blue and purple. Purple ally and enemy. Which the whole enemy team's gonna be purple. That's perfect. Doomed Vulture is amazing here. I don't even know if I need Thrall. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Like, just to get the battle going, then you don't cast it again type stuff. We got purple, blue, brown, or green. Could just do anything, really. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I feel like you could definitely tweak this to something slightly different. They're using Older Father. See, if we got the Vulge, we don't cast the Thrall. The Thrall's nice when you don't get up right away. Something different. I could have done Stellarix and Leprechaun and Thrall and just said whatever, but I'm trying here. We already did a Stellarix team, so let's do one more fight. Purple. See? Not bad. Other people are using it too. You're seeing that in the enemy teams. Yeah, the Raza's good. It's like you gotta take something off. I guess Thrall. Take off Thrall. That's probably a good idea. If you take Thrall off, put the Doom Vulture in first slot, put the Raza on the bottom. It's a good idea. That would be my second favorite. Or maybe my first. The Raza's a good idea, because the more blue and purple you got, the more this is gonna hit. Good idea. Sana coming with those good ideas all the time. Oh my goodness, Groshnock. Groshnockers. You're probably just going to be Eye of Argus versus Eye of Argus. We do have Shoggoth here, though. I like Shoggoth. If you don't have 3 Eye of Argus, you could build a Shoggoth team. You have to use stupid Groshnock weapons, huh? Maybe you do Bang. You got Bone Scraper. Green and red. Maybe do Mang. Like, I want to kind of use Mang for some reason. You can eliminate all their armor and gain attack. I'll go Titan. Banner. Definitely this. This is going to be horrible when the Blood Frenzy, though. We'll see. Let's put Seasons on. Let's just see what happens here. We might have to switch this team. The Blood Frenzy's not always a given. Roxy! We get it tangled right off Jump Street. That's great. Maybe that's an Orpheus. Still hit him with the Mang at least. And we're unentangled. Just take red or brown if you don't have skulls. Like it's working. Maybe if you can, don't pick Eye of Argus if it's there. Like pick this one. Ooh, they still got two of them. And I'm entangled again. Everybody's using like Archer or something. And I'm dead. Now it's Argus versus Argus. Who's gonna get the RNG? Got the yellow, skulls, blue. Blood Frenzy. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Blood Frenzy. Oh no! Leave me alone! I'm gonna die. Yeah, I picked a team. I thought it wasn't Argus, but it was Argus. It's gonna be close. Oh, why don't you give me skulls there? Bart Peterson. Free. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Oh, yeah! Pulled off the victory. I would not go here. Even though I won, that was close. You can't tell. These are probably all Eye of Argus teams. That's like rolling the dice. Did I show the team code? I believe I won that. You might have to deal with that entangle. You might want to put 3 Orpheus on. Like, are the seasons really helping anyway? I think if I was going to switch anything, like, going forward, I'd say, let's do 3 Orpheus. So if we get entangled, we can get unentangled faster. Suncrest. Once again, I have 3 when I haven't done anything here. I think it just keeps track of, like, that spot. This just I was trying the Phoenicia Ruby Wrath thing, but I think most people are doing probably this. Blue and yellow. That's so awesome with Ecotl. Then you have to be Stormcaller. But that's cool anyway because of Egress. If you're going to use Egress, you got to be all Strix. So it's a double whammy reason to use Stormcaller. Got a lot of yellow. I got a couple green. 1 blue. No brown. Purple. Purple. So we have to use that. It's a warband, sorry. And is this the order? This goes on the bottom. This is getting super blocked, but it is what it is. Let's see if it works. I need Nisha's on. I don't have them on. What up, 7? Yeah, people use almost the same teams. Because they could do the same thing. They could just run through every restriction, see what's the... Just keep fighting and whatever you think the best enemy team is. Like, this person's using Egress, Ruby Wrath, and... whatever her name is. What's her name again? Oh, I want to think of it for High Priestess Chaska? Yeah. I should have looked for Ikado first. Blue to yellow. We gotta get up Egress. Here we go. Now, this might be a better way to go. Let's see. I feel like that hits more often. This might even hit more often. These days. Nope, it missed. But you can follow it up with the Nikado, which is nice. And go back to this. Do Egress. Yeah. This has been the team for a while. Like, I was trying to mess with something else, and it just didn't work. So I'm going back to this, I guess. Make sure you use Nisha's. Oops! I loaded a random battle, so this will be fun. I got 2 pet gnomes back to back. Isn't that a waste? Blue to yellow we don't have. Get a bunch of purple and green. And a kill. The Nimbus bow. Follow it up with the Egress, or the Ikado. Pick the highest color. We got 11 red. Finish them off. This is, you know, it's got 1 mythic, I guess. I was about to say it's low rarity, but... we're almost there! PvP takes forever! And not everybody's gonna use all the teams. You're probably just gonna go to unrestricted or yellow. But I still like to show them all. We're almost done. We got 2 more. Sin of Mirage. Eclipsos, Scourge of Honor, Wrath. Bane of Mercy. Yellow to purple. Got the Volge again. We make that work somehow? We have to pick purple troops with it. Eclipsos. Sybil of Lust, maybe? I'm just gonna go double on her, maybe. Explode a purple at gem at the start of battle. Start battle with 75% mana. I'm gonna try it. It might not work, but... go Thief again. I like the Dusk's aura with the 50% start. Definitely go purple. That looks good. Let's see what happens. Doomed Volge with all purple. The enemy team has 3 purple, so that's great. We just gotta get it up now. There we go. Could blow those up, I guess. Maybe I should just loop. Why? We have to cast... Like, we have Eclipse Sauce for a reason. It's like I kind of want to cast it when I get it. But you could just do this the whole time. If you don't have Eclipse Sauce, just maybe 3 Symbols of Lust or something. Something that's purple, though, so your Doomed Vulge will do what it's supposed to do. It's a unique team I've never showed before. It's mostly just Doomed Vulge over and over and over, though. With all purple. If you don't have Quel'Thama, could you sub in Ruby Wrath? As long as it has to be a Strix. So I don't think Ruby Wrath... I think Ruby Wrath is just a dragon, right? If you're going to use Egress, and you're going to use Stormcaller, and you're going to use Nimbus Bow, and all those, like, everything has to be Strix on your team. So you'd probably be better off with, like, Phoenicia. I think Phoenicia is Strix, right? Unless Ruby Wrath is a dragon Strix, which I don't think it is. Just with that team in particular, our whole team has to be Strix. Like, with this team here, our whole team has to be purple. Like, there's usually a theme to the teams to make them work. Usually based around the weapon, but that's also based around Egress. I would say Phoenicia, if you have access to it. Mike. And if you don't, you could double up on Egress. You just want to, if you're going to use Egress, your whole team has to be Strix. And if you're going to use Nimbus Bow, your whole team has to be Strix. So you're going to have to end up making a whole different team if you don't have... Hey, thanks, Red Dragon. I'm getting better and better at making teams. I mean, you pick like an OP thing and then you build your whole team around it. It's not, right? Doomed Vulge is pretty OP. Alright, what do we got here? Red. That's another place you could do Takshaka. Let me show you my Guild Wars team again, though. 100% use Takshaka, but just to show you something different. We'll see if it works here, because I'm going to be facing Takshaka teams, probably. We'll see if it works. Anytime there's a color restriction, you could use one of your old Guild Wars teams if you can't think of anything else. And they entangle me! That's always the best start. When you're doing a skull team, you love getting entangled. They're entangled too. And I'm gonna figure it out. We'll be okay. Yellow, purple. This team's good at, like, not losing. But, like I said, I'm trying it. I don't know. Like, even entangled, I'm still... It just makes it take longer. They're just making their own death take longer. There we go, we're unentangled. And okay, we're looking for purple, green to purple, yellow to skull, or red. We don't really have anything. We don't have anything. And why would I take purple? So we just gotta go for this. Once again, where's our stuff? Let's just do it. But yeah, it's my Red Guild Wars team. It's pretty good. It was undefeated for quite a while, and then it finally lost. It's not like undefeated or anything anymore, but it's an off-the-wall team. Maybe you haven't seen before. If you've been on this channel for the last year, you've probably seen it, but if the Blood Frenzy happens to be in red, this might be pretty good, because it's good at not losing. It's got lots of summon on it. But that's it. PvP. We're done. I should probably get to work. Anybody have any questions? Did I forget anything? Remember, we do Underspire on Tuesday, so I'm not forgetting that. I just like to juice up the Tuesday video with something that I know you guys like. Though I'm sure you see a bunch of Underspire teams today. You never know what I'm going to come up with. And you get to see the faction too. And I'll do the faction first, and I'll do high, mid, and low, and then we'll do Underspire second. And then if we have time, we usually jump into, like, you know, a little bit more invasion or something like that. But yeah, any questions before I go? Red Dragon. Cindy, I have a question. Maybe stupid. That's great. I don't care. Like, you never know who it's helping out there. Somebody could be afraid to chat. They could just be lurking. They could be watching after. And you might help them with your question. He says, if I have 25 heroes mastery of water, this is the last level for which I get a weapon card for this element. Yeah, I mean, if you know that, that's a good thing. I don't know exactly when each color mastery stops giving weapons. That's a question I had myself. But yeah, if you know you have all the blue mastery weapons, then don't pick blue anymore until you get all the other colors. But blue's like one of the last ones you should pick, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes... Oh, I always forget because... What is it? Brown first. You always do brown if you see it. Then red. Because you're trying for Mang. You're trying for Mountain Crusher just to have a really good mana generator, like, as soon as possible. Mountain Crusher. And then you're going for Mang because you need something for scalable content as soon as possible. And then you're going for Black Manacles, so you can have something that clears quickly as soon as possible. And then, you know, you get Golden Cog, which will help your Rowan team. So hopefully by then you're building your Rowan team. Get Golden Cog, which is red and yellow. But like green and blue and stuff, those are the last ones you should get fully. Because there's no really good blue weapons. I think there's like the Anus Scepter, maybe. I can't think of any other good early blue weapons that you're really shooting for. Same with green. Green used to be like Runic Blade way back in the day, but there's not a bunch of awesome green. So you really want to go brown, red, purple, yellow, I think. And then deal with like the other ones. But if you know that you got all blue and all the blue weapons are done, then you can stop taking blue. That's the answer to the question, yeah. But once you get all the other ones, you just spread them out. Once you know you have all the mastery weapons, which I don't even know how you would know, like, you just stop getting them. It's like you're not going to go figure it out, like, you just stop getting mastery weapons. You picked, I forget what level it would be, but if you pick correctly, it's probably like level 250, around, at least 250 and under. You probably have all your mastery weapons by then if you're doing it right. It's probably way sooner than that. I'm just saying like a crazy number. But yeah, if you know you have all the blue mastery weapons, definitely stop picking blue until you get all the other mastery weapons. But once you get all the mastery weapons, you just make all your stats even. Make all the colors even. Once you have all the mastery weapons, make all the colors even. There's no benefit, there's no advantage to picking any certain color and getting a billion of one color. You just want to have them as even as possible, so because you're never going to just always do a purple team, and you're never just always going to do a blue team, and you're never just always going to do a green team. You're going to be doing, like, just look at the PvP right here. We're going to do yellow teams, red teams, purple teams, unrestricted, Grosh knock. Like, it's better to have them all matching once you're done getting mastery weapons. But early, It's brown, then red, then purple, then yellow, then green, then blue. Brown and red first, that's true. Definitely brown, and then, like, I mean, it depends what you get, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna... I say brown, red, purple, or then yellow. But I think that's it. King of the Ravens is Faye, yep. Sana uses Raven Scepter, King of the Ravens, Daughter of Time, and Skady. Yeah, that wand's gonna get nerfed, I'm pretty sure. I don't know when. Sometimes they take way longer to do things than you would think, but I'm pretty sure, dude. Like, it's crushing in PvP. It's like the new Chalcedony Secret Todd of PvP. People just put it on their defense or their offense. They cast it over and over and over and over. And you can get beat by just a wand. You can kill everything else on their team, and if they get lucky, they're just going to keep wanding you for the rest of time. So use it while you can. Get it. Silent Sentinel is funny for defense. Yeah, that makes people mad. That's like a sweaty wrestler. And definitely, yeah, if none of my teams worked for you today, you can always just go in and just look at other people's teams. You go to Golvania, you say quick battle, you don't even have to fight the fight. You could retreat just to look at them. Like, what? Oh, I like Gemini. What are they doing? Crimson Bat, Trick and Treat, the Ghost Queen, Gemini. I'll try that. Can you copy it? I don't think you can copy it, but just for a tiny bit of gold, you can get some ideas. Trick and Treat, that person is just trying to annoy people. It doesn't mana generate. All it does is... Pfft. Trick or Treat's annoying to me. Like this guy. He's using the Great King. Axe of Leeching, the Great King, Morthani's Darkness, the Ghost Queen. That's a good team. That's probably what I would have done if I didn't do mine over here. Like, if you don't like my team, this looks... they just switched out these two. We're both using the Axe of Leeching. We're both using the Ghost Queen. It's a sandwich. Mine's more for going quickly. Theirs is more for making sure they win. If the Blood Frenzy happens to be here, this might be the team to do. You can just go around and look at everybody. Like, just go around and look at them. Like Fountain of Stars, I want to use that. Or Tannenbaum, I haven't used Tannenbaum in a while. What do I do here? Tannenbaum, Eye of Zathenos, Outer Father, Leprechaun. I don't know why Eye of Zathenos. Kind of stupid, but it looks like an okay team other than that. I like the Tannenbaum and the Outer Father. You look at this one, what are they doing? Wand of Stars, Outer Father, Midnight Queen, Fountain of Stars. Not my favorite. I think my team's better, but if you don't have the King of the Ravens for some reason, you want to try? Like, fight them with your team, and if they beat you, then maybe try their team. You can go do that in every place. For 50 gold, you can just see what people are using. If you didn't like any of mine. Like, I wonder what people are doing here. So I had kind of a unique team here. Like, pick the high-level person. Why are you doing this? This is a totally random team. This is nothing. Nobody built that team. There's no hero. When there's no hero, you know it's a fake team. There we go. Son of Harvest, Eclipse Sauce, Barghast, Wrath. That's competent. It's not bad. Wrath, Infernal Machine, Doomed Crossbow, Bane of Mercy. Another one. That's a competent team. They're going all in on Skulls. I don't like the Infernal Machine, but it's probably like, what else were they going to do type thing. So yeah, just go around and do that. If you didn't like mine. Or somebody else's. Alright, Chad, we'll see you. I'm out of here too. No problem, Red Dragon. I hope that helped. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. I'll see y'all next time, which is tomorrow, Tuesday, for the faction event. Obsidian Depths, right? And then the Underspire. Hellcrag Underspire. What are we going to do? We'll see tomorrow. Just a little bit of a cliffhanger. Later, Stacy. Later, Roxy. Red Dragon. Sauna. Chad. Clipbomb. Supernova. We got Red Dragon. We got Mark. We got Garth. We got Mike. We got MJK Jets. We got Seven. We got Roxy. Rydia. Anita. Roman B. Wonderful. Rydia. Garth. Sauna with the gifted. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Anita with the gifted. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. They're doing their secret handshake. Double Dutch. Mark jumped in to the double Dutch with his 2. Thank you so much. We got Mike. We got... Sometimes I don't just do the... I do other things than just... Sometimes we're sliding in sideways with our doors open, blaring the music, buying our scratchers, doing the brewskis. Sometimes we're double Dutching. I don't know. I try to shake it up so it's not the same every time. Rydia, Sauna. We had Alan who retracted messages. Thank you for that. Rydia, Mark. Pizza Time, Rain Man. Rain Man, I'm still looking, man. I know it's hard to find for me. Like, I'm a difficult person to look, but I appreciate it. I haven't even been on Discord in like a week, though. I suck. Mark, Stacy, Supernova, Alan, again with the retracted message. Brian with the 2, helps a lot. Chad with the 2, helps a lot. Anita, powered up, you're the best. Sauna, double Dutchin', you're the best. Lester was here. He was first with the banana emoji. We got Mike, we got Sauna. Those are the first 3 people here. Extra credit. Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy, stay dangerous, and I'll see y'all next time. You're the best. Peace out.